Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're diving into the essential part of building seamless user experience, loading UI in Next.js application. Whether you are fetching data or handling async operation, showing a smooth loading state, keep your user engaged. By the end of this video, you will know exactly how to implement sleek loading indicator and optimize your app performance using Next.js built-in feature. So let's get started. So let's understand what is loading UI in Next.js application. So here, as till now, you understand that what are the different files available in Next.js application on which by using which we are building an application or doing our examples in our previous videos. As you all know that we have different files exist in Next.js application plus that given below, that is page.tsx, layout.tsx, template.tsx, not found.tsx. These are the files which we have already started, and how can be used in Next.js application. You already understand this. Now, in the fifth point, you can now in this video, we are talking about the loading.tsx, which is showing the loading strings. Loading.tsx haven't used in my previous video. So in today's video, we are mainly focused on the loading.tsx file, which we use in this particular video, and also build a small example using the loading.tsx file. So let's understand what is loading.tsx. So here, this file help us to create a loading state that user see while waiting for content to upload in a specific route segment. The loading state appear instantly when navigating, letting user know that the application is responsive and actively loading content. If you visit many online website, when you are visiting some other content of the website page, you see a loader or a seamless screener over there. So that are the states which will be showed before the page load on that browser. Okay, so let's do a small example. So let's move on to the Visual Studio Code, and I will demonstrate how we can use the loading.tsx in our Next.js application. So here you can see we already have this particular file in which we have built many functionality. So now for today's we need to create a new file for that. So here you can see we go for the blog page. We already have a blog over here, and we have the page.tsx. In that blog, we can create a loading.tsx file. So we can create a new file over here and name it at loading.tsx. In that loading.tsx, we can pass it export, create a function, export default function, name is loading function, and in that loading, we can pass it return an h1 tag having the loading text over there. Okay, so this is your loading stage. So now, and this is your page. Okay, now let's move on to the let's start a server so that I can demonstrate how the loading will be helpful in the current example. So we can create npm run dev and see how it works. We want the loader is going, the server is going to be started. So here you can see you have a blog, you have the home page, and your application is start running. Now we visit the blog page and you press on blog blog page, and you can see that your blog content will be there. But you might be thinking that why your loading text will not appear in this, because actually they are loading quickly, so you are not able to see that the loading content will be loaded in this. So for this we can create a small promise. We can update some code over here with the blog page. So we can create update some functionality over here. We can make a function async. Okay, now we can throw a new promise object over here. In this we give a small timeout interval. So we can use an await new promise. I want to give a new promise to it, in which new promise, and in card that's give a resolve method thing, and in card that you give a timeout interval of 2 seconds. Okay, so that you can easily understand that how that the loading text will be coming on the home page, on the page. It is called. So we set timeout. Set timeout will give you the resolve method. So you can resolve. We can type it as intentional delay. Okay, we can make a save, and we can give a 2 second of delay over here, so that you can easily see the loading content of the page. So now I've just created and I've just updated my function of blob page. Okay, create as async function await, and new promise will be called resolve method, and after 2 seconds that timeout will resolve this particular promise. Okay, now let's move on to the browser. So now we just reload, and you can reload. Here you can see a loading over here. So if you just pause the 2 seconds, so here how you think that the loading will be seen on the page. Okay. Now you get a better understanding that your loading.tsx file content will be called before the page.tsx content will be loaded on the browser. So you can make different you can also enhance your loading scenario in the sense that you can use many spinner over there. Like you can enhance more UI over there, like loading, adding the spinner over there, or adding the page, or giving a title, so that it can show that something is loaded on that particular screen. Okay. Now let's understand what are the benefits of loading .tsx file. Let's move on to the slides then. So let's understand what are the loading.tsx benefits are. First of all, it gives a user immediate feedback when they navigate somewhere new. This makes your app feel snappy and responsive, and users know their click actually did something. Next.js keeps shared layout interactive while new content loads. User can still use things like navigation menu or firewall even if the main content isn't ready. So these are the main benefits through which the loading.tsx file provide in the Next.js application. To your Next.js application. I hope you can easily understand how the loading.tsx will be used in this Next.js application. And that is, folks, we will cover how to implement loading UI in your Next.js application, from setting a suspense boundary to creating a smooth user-friendly transition. The small but impactful improvement can make a huge difference in keeping your user engaged while data load. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tutorials like this. And let me know in the comment what other features would you like to see in the Next.js app. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one. Thank you.